Back here at Knee Camp Arena, there you see the halftime score. The Saints from Thomas More in front, 28-25. We'll talk more about that later. Right now, pleased to be joined by women's head coach Michelle Durand. And Coach, I know the outcome is not exactly what you wanted, 66-60, but I'm brought back to our conversation in the pregame, and you talked about need to not be as worried about the outcome as we are about the process. And I thought there were some good step forwards in the process today.
I'm glad you think that, Tim. I know I got to be not worrying about the outcome. I can't tell you how disappointed I am in the way we played tonight. I think there probably was some positives, and when I look at the film, they'll be there. But right now, I'm really, really disappointed in the way that we performed tonight.
You had some good moments, some good stretches defensively. The problem is in the past where you've been able to turn those into transition opportunities with Kate and Alyssa, not so much tonight.
Yeah, we had some good opportunities early with Kate. I think, for whatever reason they didn't go in. The officials let them play a little bit more tonight, so she didn't get some calls. And, those are things we can't let affect us. We didn't shoot the ball well. We did some good things defensively. We actually did what we wanted to do defensively tonight. We just turned the ball over too much, didn't run our offense, too many one-pass shots.
Well, and that's the two stats that jumped out at me in this was we talked about rebounding in the pregame. They out-rebounded you 34-27, but I think the other part of that is second chance points in favor of them, 11-2. And in a game that ended up being as tight as it was, that really is a big difference.
Yeah, we can't offensively rebound when we're not running anything. We weren't running our offense tonight at all, so it was just like quick shots. And, you just get down the floor, and when there's a quick shot, it's really difficult to rebound that. So we just didn't have things go our way early on the offensive end, and it really affected everybody trying to do their own thing, and it affected us. So, it was the difference.
And another thing we talked about was runs before this one as well. And they had that run in the second quarter. And again, that's another one of those things you look back at and you go, man, that 3 to 5 minute stretch there really hurt us.
Yeah, they started the quarter with the 3 because we just didn't walk out of the quarter and match up like we were supposed to do. The girl that hit that shot, we call them Curries. They can shoot, so you got to match up. And we let her have a wide open one, and she made it.
On the positive side, Janae Hoying, I thought, had some really good minutes for you. Was aggressive. Good seeing her get aggressive to the rim. Was able to convert a couple of and one opportunities and was part of the charge back.
Yeah. Janae did some really good things. She got aggressive, getting in the lane a little bit. Lauren made a couple shots. We need her to make some shots. So there were some good moments. I got to look at the film to find them.
Another thing I want to talk about, we talk all the time about how young your team is, but Addison Freeman is appears to be the most unaffected freshman I may have ever seen. She just plays.
Yeah, Addie's we talk about Addie all the time, and her ceiling is through the roof. There's so many things that kid can do, and she's starting to come on, and that, honestly, was a real positive tonight. She scored a little bit for us, and we can use that. So if we can just keep her going consistently, I think she'll really help us.
Well, we've talked about it before. It doesn't get a whole lot easier in the GMAC, and most certainly not this week for you, the Saturday matchup against the number 1 Ashland Eagles.
Yeah, that's why tonight was pretty important, and not that we can't beat Ashland, but they're obviously a pretty tough team, and we got to get ready in one day to try to play them. And they had an easy one tonight, so we gotta get back at it tomorrow and try to figure out what we're going to do against them.
When you look at the Eagles, the thing that jumps out at me the most, I think, is the depth. They just go so deep down that bench, or have the ability to go so deep down that bench, and that keeps everybody so fresh.
Absolutely. Most of their bench kids could start for any one of us here in the conference, and Zoe Miller comes off the bench from them, and she's one of their leading scorers right off the bench. So their bigs can shoot. Their bigs can take you inside. They don't turn the ball over. They're going to be a tough matchup, but we're going to do our best. We had a good game with them here last year, so we'll see what happens.
That's what I was going to say next. You guys have played them tough, not just last year, but in years past, and certainly couldn't happen. Nothing to say that it couldn't happen again. And we're going to let you go back, watch the film, and find some more of those positives so you can feel better about Saturday.
Yeah, that's what we're going to try to do.
We really appreciate you spending some time with us, Michelle.
Thanks a lot, Tim.